Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of Book Tales by Preetha. Today I will discuss about 5 books that I read in 2018 and I really liked and I would like to recommend it to all the book lovers. The very first book that I would like to recommend to you book lovers is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. This is an international bestseller and it has been published in the late 2000s. This book depicts the story of Kabul, Afghanistan from late 50s to early 2000s. It tells the story of Laila Mariam Rashid. It tells about the atrocities that the Talibanis conducted over the people living in Kabul. It tells about how war can affect the political, socio-economic condition of a country. A special recommendation should be made about the intrinsic details that the author has presented in this beautiful book, the thoughts well painted by his style of writing. I recommend this particular novel to all the book lovers who like to read something different, something unique. So this is my first book for recommendation which I suggest you all book lovers to read. The second book today that I would like to recommend is Haruki Murakami's Norwegian Wood. Again, this book is an international bestseller. It is based on adult fiction. It talks about a triangle love story. It talks about the youth movement in Japan during the 60s. There is mention about Beatles, how the title is connected with this particular title. Read this book if you are already acquainted with the writing style of Haruki Murakami. Read this book if you know how he connects the surreal world with the world that we are living in. Read this book because of the amazing way in which he has penned this beautiful story where the protagonist meets two young girls in his life and how these two young girls are completely contradict to each other in their characters. So the second book for today is Murakami's Norwegian Wood. The third book that I would like to talk is one of the contenders for JCB Literature Prize last year in 2018, and the book is Jasmine Days by Benjamin. This book was originally written in Malayalam and later it got translated in English. This book tells the story of an RJ from Pakistan. Her name is Samira Parveen, who goes to a Middle Eastern city. The name of the city has not been mentioned in the book. She resides there with her father and an extended family. Till she goes there, she had high dreams and expectation from her newly found life. But what she faces is something which the story Jasmine Days tells us. Jasmine Days reflects about the contradiction which people face if you are an immigrant in the Middle Eastern cities and country. The differences that people got to see if you are a Shia or a Sunni Muslim. Jasmine Days should be read because of the kind of depiction of society that it shows when there are people who are in the topmost position of power, and what is their true side is well depicted in this particular book. So this is my third book for recommendation. The fourth book that I would like to talk in this video is Vivek Shanbag's international bestseller Ghachar Ghochar. This book was written by an Indian writer, but it named a reputation in the New York Times bestseller. Now, Ghachar Ghochar has very well depicted what happens when a lower middle class Indian family all of a sudden gets money and become rich. How the dynamics of relationship between the different member of the family starts changing. How it is money which controls the relationship between each individuals of the family. It is money which plays the role of power. So if you have more money, then you have more say in your household. That is so well depicted in this particular novella. Also, I was really stunned about the way the story got ended. This is a very small book. You can read it in 2 or 2.5 hours. Read this amazing book Ghachar Ghochar because it has got a very simplistic use of language, but it tells certain facts of life which none of us can overlook. So this is the fourth book for today that I would like to recommend in my video. The last book for today's video that I would like to recommend is Kavita Kene's The Fisher Queen's Dynasty. Fisher Queen's Dynasty by Kavita Kene is based on the retelling of Mahabharata. Kavita Kene is known for writing on lesser known characters of Indian mythology. I was amazed by her style of writing. This particular book talks about Queen Satyavati. Satyavati, who was the second queen of King Shantanu and stepmother to Bhishma Pitama. It gives an account of Satyavati's life since her birth till her last day. Very few of us know about Satyavati's background, apart from she being a daughter of a fisherman. This book tells about her character. It tells about her relation with King Shantanu. It tells about her relation with Bhishma. It tells about her love for power. It also tells about how it is her love, or rather lust for power, in a way later gave rise to the battle of Mahabharata. It gives a very beautiful picture of the character Bhishma, whether Satyavati was a good woman or a bad woman. To find out that, you have to read this amazing book, Fisher Queen's Dynasty by Kavita Kene. These are the 5 books that I read last year which I really liked, and that is the reason I would like to recommend it to you. Each of the books I selected from different genre. One was adult fiction, one was mythology, there was a book on family drama and money, there was a book on that won prizes, and there was international bestseller. I think you have liked my video. If you want to press the like, please do press it. If you want to watch similar kind of video on books, on film, about travel, do mention in the comment section. Do let me know if you want detailed discussion on each of these books that I mentioned in my very first video. I am looking forward to do individual video on each of these books that I just told tips and bits in this very first video of mine. I plan to do 2 videos every week where I would be predominantly talking about books, literature, author, etc. So please subscribe my channel and let me know how you liked this particular video. Thank you for devoting your precious time to see my video. For today, it's me, Preetha, from Book Tales by Preetha, signing off, and see you soon in my next video.